we just started to become more physical. Down low, we had to start with rebounding and being physical, so I think that's what spurred the comeback. And we just had to continue to keep up the energy into the second half, and I think that helped us a lot.
You got into a little foul trouble there too, and had to sit out part of that second half. But you guys, the team hung on kind of a little bit while you were out too. So.
Yeah, we knew coming into the second half that if we didn't keep that energy up, we'd have to make another comeback. So it was a good way to keep up the energy and keep that going.
You guys have had a great year now. You're in that conference championship game next weekend. What's been going right for you all year? I mean, you got a pretty good mix. It looks like inside-outside kind of play.
Yeah, I think one we're always working on being physical, and I think that's been going for us pretty well. Just getting those rebounds. Sometimes it fluctuates a little bit, but if we continue to work on being physical and keeping up our energy, that can really help us in this championship game.
Do you feel pretty good about where you guys stand right now? Going into this?
Yeah, it's nice. The championship, Pine Prairie championship game was called. It doesn't count for very much. It's not big like state or anything, but it's a really good feeling to be able to, play, be the number one team in the North or South or whatever. So.
You've had both boys and girls. It's been a really good year of basketball. I mean, you've had actually the last several years have been pretty good. What is it about basketball up here? Why so much success here for this little town?
Well, I think our coaches, number one, they work really hard to make the program as a whole continuing to be as good as it has been. So I think them just working the way they have been really helped our programs, and then just the kids work hard to be the best that they can be. So I think that helps too.
Finally came out, played intense, pushed the ball, took care of it when we did, got physical on the boards, rebounded, and we just ran the floor. And the biggest thing was we got physical finally.
Is that kind of indicative of your season? That's the kind of thing that's been leading you guys, a little physical play, a little aggressive?
Yeah, we always know we have to come out tough and fast, but I don't know, for whatever reason, it's not always the way we start, and we usually halfway through the first half, whatever reason, something clicks, and we just start going.
I was talking about the basketball here. The girls team, it's been a great decade run for them. You guys have been pretty good for them in the last few years too. What is it about basketball here in this town that really gets going like this?
I don't know, it's a sport that everybody likes to watch. Fans can get into it. Players like it. It's a fast-paced game. It's just overall fun to play. So since it's so much fun, it escalates from there. And yeah.
Boys and girls teams, they kind of feed off each other a little bit too. I mean, do you support them and they support you pretty well?
Yeah, we try to go as many of their games, and then they, and vice versa, come to our games. It's everybody's school event. It's the way it is around here.
Do you feel pretty good about where your team is heading into the the final couple weeks of the season here? And
I think overall pretty good. If we can fix coming out, if we can come out fast, then I feel pretty good. If we can fix that, but overall I feel very good about our team.
We had some challenges, in terms of being physical and being tough, but I definitely think we knew we had some athletes and we had some guys that could score the basketball. So. Given our length and athleticism, we knew good things. It was a matter of could we become physical and tough and play together.
Is that kind of what started? In the first half, you guys dropped down by about 13, 14 points. It wasn't happening, and is that what kind of spurred that rally then?
Right. I think we got beat a little bit on the glass early on. Maybe we lost our head a little bit. Panic set in, settled too much, and definitely had some turnovers. So we've had issues with it. By nothing we've mastered yet, but I think. It's been a challenge. I think we've improved at it. The guys have responded and showed tonight they can respond. But again, tournament time, we needed to do it from the tip.
It's kind of a good lead into that conference championship. Do you feel pretty good about where the team stands right now in these final weeks of the season coming up?
I think we've definitely made strides. And one thing I like is our schedule down the stretch. We have to play physical and mentally tough. We got Holly coming in, we got Crookston coming in, we go to Barnesville. We got AA teams coming up on the schedule. I like where we are. I think we got a room to go, and I think the opponents we're playing is going to bring it out of us, or we're going to get walked up before.
I was impressed with Joel tonight too. He got in a little foul trouble, but you guys, even when he was out of the game, you held that lead. You kept going. So
You know, Joel, yeah, he's been big for us, obviously. You know, he can shoot it from the outside. He's athletic enough to take guys off the dribble. He's got that length to play inside. You know, he's had a nice year, and he's especially on nights where the other guys aren't scoring. Joel, early in the year, he put up 30 versus Red Lake with 18 rebounds, a 30-18 game. You know, he's really showing up on nights. The first night we played Ulen, we lost. He had another monster performance. So, you know, Joel's kind of been one of those guys, but at the same time, very unselfish. He's let some of those junior guards, kind of Blake Fetting, Lance Ripke, JD Kappas, kind of find their way, get some of the scoring. You know, he's been very patient with those guys, and you know, putting it all together, now we're kind of a four-headed monster rather than a one-headed monster.
Yeah, it makes you a lot tougher to defend and come into the playoffs here. So.
Right, Joel's still the key, but other guys can step up.
I got to ask you this question. Basketball, I asked Dave this just a minute ago, but basketball in Ada-Borup, the boys have been very good now for many years. The girls team, the last decade, has been, you know, state champions a couple of times. What is it about basketball around here? What kind of breeds the athletes that you've got up here right now?
Well, you know, I think it's kind of it's a whole district thing. You know, and obviously our girls have kind of set the tone on that a little bit. I think our football program set the tone on that. But I think the kids through the district really well knowledgeable. FCCLA, FFA. I think the staff works well with the kids, and our guys buy in. Our kids buy in, girls and guys. You know, weight room, open gyms. They put time in the summer. You know, you talk to a kid on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, they're probably in Fargo playing in some league, whether it's football or basketball, or they're in gym, open gym, or whatever. So it's a combination of successful things that's kind of built and snowballed, and now we just got to keep it going.